Good morning and welcome to the Global Campus Parent Webinar. My name is Daniel Helliwell and I am the computing teacher here at Dover Court. I am also the Global Campus lead for the primary school. The session today is designed to give you an introduction to the Global Campus website and is useful for new and returning parents. It will be recorded and shared on the parent platform. Please feel free to email me at the first contact. My email is on the screen, but it will also be shared at the end. Okay, so today's session is split into 5 sections. First of all, I'm going to share some information about the Global Campus platform and areas that are suitable for the primary school students. Then we will look at how, as parents, you can support at home by logging in and accessing activities and competitions. Finally, I will share some tips for getting the most out of the platform and give you the opportunity for some questions at the end. Feel free to add any questions in the chat as we go along, and I'll try my best to answer them at the end. So let's begin with the Global Campus overview. All students at Dover Court are part of more than just our own school. They are also involved in a virtual learning environment called the Global Campus. This is where they learn along with fellow students from around the world. So all of the schools, all the Nord Anglia schools take part in this, and it's really a large community that the children can join in. The Global Campus is an online platform where Nord Anglia Education students connect, learn, and interact with one another through collaborative projects. The platform is monitored extensively and kept secure by the Nord Anglia dedicated team of professionals. Just a quick note here, the students over 8 have direct access to the platform, and then under 8s are supported by teachers and the Global Campus leaders in their classrooms and by parents at home. So here's more of an overview of the Global Campus, and it's been designed to engage students across the primary phase. Students in Year 1 and Year 2 are encouraged to take part in the activities that can be found in the junior section of the Global Campus. The Global Campus Core is designed to challenge students from Years 3 to 6. It's important to note that students have access to all the areas of the Global Campus, regardless of their age. So if you have a child in Year 2 who really wants to access an activity in the Global Campus Core, that is fine. Today, we're going to dive a bit deeper into the junior and core sections. However, the Global Campus Senior section is a wonderful section as well, but that is designed for secondary school students. So, on to digital citizenship. Digital citizenship is an integral part of our provision here at Dover Court. Discrete digital citizenship lessons are taught as part of our computing curriculum in the Year 1 to Year 6. With the Global Campus being a digital resource, it is important that we educate our students on how to use it responsibly and respectfully. The golden rules that are seen here are new for this year and demonstrate how our students can be rock stars when contributing in activities. This resource can be found on the homepage of the Global Campus website and would be a great place to start a discussion on a good digital citizenship behaviours with your child. I will point it out later. Okay, so let's have a look now at the Global Campus Junior, which is designed specially for reception, Year 1 and Year 2 students. The Global Campus Junior is split into 4 sections. However, the 2 most useful at home are the Junior Story Sacks and the Global Goals Explorers. The Junior Story Sacks section has a huge collection of digital books to share at home with linked activities that can be shared on the Global Campus or with your class teacher in school. Most of the activities can be completed after listening to the story with minimal preparation. But it is a great opportunity to spark discussion around books at home. Part of the Global Goals Explorer section is called the Junior Forest School. This section has been specially designed to get children outside and away from the screens for a few hours. These activities include looking at colours of the nature, creating artworks from pieces of nature, and taking pictures of their surroundings. Again, activities can be shared online with their teacher or at school with their teacher. And I know from last year the teachers really enjoyed sharing the Forest School activities in class with the other students. So please encourage your child to bring it in. Global Campus Core. So the core of the Global Campus is split into 6 different sections and covers a wide range of topics from STEAM with MIT to Performing Arts with the Juilliard School of Music. Activities are released throughout the year and are categorized into short, a few hours long, medium, perhaps a few days long, and long, perhaps a few weeks to complete. I know last year lots of our children took part in the virtual climb of Mount Everest, and that was definitely an activity that took several weeks to complete. But they did enjoy regularly updating their progress on the global campus. So badges are awarded for a range of values, and each competition/activity will give an explanation of the badges available. Children complete the activities usually by adding an outcome to the activity wall, resulting in the badges being awarded automatically. The children really enjoy collecting the badges and often try to collect sets of them. So for example, I know some of the students were trying to collect 1-star, 2-star and 3-star creativity badges last year. Just a quick note, if completing a task at home, please remind your child about the Rockstar guidelines that we saw earlier on. Credit must be given where other sources of information have been used. Okay, Global Campus Home Access. So this section now is going to show you how you can access the Global Campus at home with your child. The Global Campus has its own website, which is on the screen here, globalcampus.nae.school. You can put it into Google as well and it'll come up. Once you get there, you'll need to click the log in with Office 365 option, and you're looking to use the school login format, which is on the screen at the moment. It's first name _ last name @dovercourt.edu.sg. The passwords this year have been updated so that each child has an individual password. So the password format is now DCIS, full stop, and then a series of individual numbers. These individual passwords can be found in the student blue planners. Okay, normally stuck at the front or at the back by a class teacher. And you'll see that the yellow section has the blue email and the green section has the password. This is just an example here. Please note that these passwords will not only sign you into the Global Campus, but will also sign you into your child's Google account, your Google Classroom account, where most of the children's work is completed, digital work. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to jump over to the Global Campus website, and I'm just going to walk you through that login steps. Okay, so hopefully you can see that on the screen. Okay, and we're going to start by jumping over here to the login page. So let's click on the login page, And as you can see, it pops up with a few different sections. You'll need to choose the Log On with Office 365 button. So when you click that button, okay, hold on a second. It's just logged me in. Apologies for this. I'll just log myself out so I can't log straight in. Okay, let's try again. So log in with Office 365. Okay, so what will happen here is you will see this page appear. So it'll say Microsoft sign in. So all our accounts are Office and Google compatible. So you'll need to type in your student's account. Okay, and please try to encourage your students to type them in themselves as we practice this in school. So the account is normally first name, underscore, last name at dovercourt.edu.sg. Okay, I'm just, for purposes today, I'm just going to sign in as my account. Okay. And I'm going to click next. Okay, from here on out, I'm then going to enter my password. So remember those passwords were DCIS dot and then your individual numbers. So I'm going to use just my password for this, so slightly different to the students' passwords. Okay, and if it's a private computer, you can stay signed in. And now it'll take you to the Global Campus homepage. And here you'll be able to see a few new things now you're logged in. You'll be able to see your name in the top right corner, your student's name, and you'll be able to see a section for badges. Okay, so you'll have your school position, which we're in 66 out of the world at the moment, and your badge position, your individual child's badge position. I actually in position 761, which I'm quite proud of because I think there's over 40,000 users on this website, so it's not a bad position to be in. I'm just going to now navigate a little bit around the Global Campus website for you so you can take a look in more detail. So we have here the Global Campus Junior, and this is the section I was discussing earlier with you. So if we click on here, you'll see that we have the Junior Story Sacks, the Global Goals Explorers. We have two other sections as well. We have the Junior Online Safety and the Junior Elements projects. Now, the Junior Online Safety, you're free to explore with your child. The Elements projects are more designed, they're quite long projects and they're designed more for teachers to do in class. But let's have a look now at the Story Sacks. So here are the story sacks, and as you can see, there's already a large collection here of story sacks for you to look at with your child. They are actually starting from next week. They will be introducing a new story sack every week, so they will constantly be updating them. I'm going to have a look at Gruffalo, which is one of my favorites. And you can see it gives you a little introduction to the book, and then there is an interactive video which you can watch with your child where it reads the story aloud to them, but there's also places along there where they can interact. So there might be a question, or you might be able to put thumbs up or thumbs down, those sorts of things. So it's a real immersive experience. And then underneath, you'll see that there are sections for linked activities that go alongside the story. So we have some different sections that I think are really great, depending on what you want to work on with your child at home. There are pretty much sections for everything. So for example, if you wanted to do some art and design with your child at home, you can click Start Now. And you can see that it comes up with some information, but there's also an introduction video into the task. And this is for every task, so it's really great. It's well supported. So you can watch the video and see what the task entails. And then normally what happens underneath is there is some space to click and download. In this case, you can print a mask, but Generally, there's lots of different things that you can download and use in the activity. And then there'll also be some questions that you can use to scaffold your child's learning. Okay, so let's just jump now back to the Global Campus core, which is the site part of the website which is designed for children over 8. And you can see it's split into those 6 sections we discussed earlier. And if we click into Steam, you can just have a look. Actually, most of them are coming soon, so they're not actually available till next week. But you can just see the sort of different topics that your child will be able to access. And just again, if we go up to the golden rules, which is the section we looked at earlier today, here you can see that Rockstar guidelines. Now, if you're really feeling keen, you could log on with your child this weekend and take a look at the Global Campus rules. And basically, they go through step by step with these helpful slides, each step of the golden rules. So you could go through them with your child. And then there are some questions and activities to do towards the end of the slides. Once all the slides are completed, you can then move down to here where there's a knowledge check. So the children can fill in what Rockstar actually stands for. And once they've completed all the questions, the badge will be automatically awarded to them. Now, this is a limited edition Global Campus Golden Rules badge. Okay, so it's a really great one to just start the children off with. Okay, so I'm just actually now going to log out of the Global Campus by clicking my name, clicking log out, which we encourage the children to do in school. And I'll just jump back now to the last part of the presentation. Okay, so here is some reminders as we just go over the information that I've shared. So this year, the children will have a single password for their Global Campus, Office 365 and Google accounts. Okay, we wanted to make it easier for students, but also for parents to manage. We all know how annoying it can be trying to remember your own passwords, let alone your child's passwords as well. So yes, we've tried to make it simpler there. Just a quick update. Information was released last week from the Nord Anglia team, showing that the Global Campus will go live with new activities starting from the 30th of August. So from next week, you can go on, take a look with your child, maybe pick an activity just to start off with at home and see how you go. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me today for the webinar. I hope it's been helpful as an introduction to the Global Campus website. Please feel free to put any questions you have in the chat section, or you can just raise your hand and we'll have a discussion on here. I also have a selection of resources that explain more about the platform in detail, and some handy guides for logging in and uploading outcomes to the website. So you can either scan this QR code here and it'll take you to a form where you can add your email address and your thoughts on today's session. Alternatively, the link below, which I'll put in the chat now, allows you to go straight to the Google form where you can complete the form and gain those resources. But I want to thank you again for joining me today, and I wish you all a pleasant day.